And welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. Today we're going to be looking at the Walmart exclusive Star Wars Black Series Clone Wars ARC Trooper 50th Lucasfilm. This thing, I guess in some regions of the country, was quite easy to find, and in others, it required an act of God or Congress. I got lucky and just happened across this at a local Walmart where they didn't put out the shipper. They just took everything off of it and shoved it in a corner on a shelf near the clearance stuff. It wasn't on clearance. It was just like they didn't want to put it with the regular stuff, but they didn't want to give it aisle space either. So, yeah, I got lucky. I happened across it. So, as always, we're going to look at the packaging. We're going to bust him out. Look at the accessories, look at him, check his articulation, gear him up, and get him on the shelf. So, looking at the packaging here, we've got the Clone Wars inspired top edge in the shape of a clone helmet, Star Wars 50th Lucasfilm. Clone Wars along the side, ARC Trooper at the bottom, a little bit of stupid script. Now, this is based off of the 2D Clone Wars series that they did on Cartoon Network. Plastic to show the figure. Plastic. Plastic good. A lot of stupid script underneath. On the back here, a bunch more stupid script. The Lucasfilm 50 timeline. An animated image. A little bit of a blurb here that's slightly generic. And then I want to point this out really quickly. That says ARC Trooper. ARC Trooper. It does not say Captain FORDO. It says ARC Trooper. Now, the image is apparently that of Captain FORDO. Now, you'll notice that the legs are different than what the actual figure in here is. Some of the other attachment points. The rangefinder's a different color. Pauldrons are lined the same way. No extra pouches, no squareness of the chest. It's all... So, that's where a lot of people are arguing. It shows an image of one character, of a named character. The mask does not match that image, or the figure does not match that image. But the name isn't of the individual depicted in the drawing. It's just ARC Trooper. So depending on how you want to view it, this is either a generic red ARC Trooper or a badly done version of Captain FORDO. Me, I'm just going to look at it as an ARC Trooper. Period, point blanks, plain and simple. No controversy. It is what it says it is to me. So, let's take a moment and make a bunch of grown men cry. It's a rather sturdy card, I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, pull the inner bubble out, and that goes bye-bye. So here we have the Carbonite, the plastic prison. And let's get him out of there, shall we? Now, I would have really loved for them to have given us one of the troopers that came with, like, the heavy weaponry. Like the quad blaster or the rotating barrel repeater. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, sorry about that. One of the pistols decided to go flying, and then I decided to cut down on all the plastic noise for you. So, let's get this guy. Oh, interesting. See if we can get this guy standing on his own. to readjust things for just a second. Hard, medium, tiny. Now, he comes with the traditional clone armaments. He's got the long rifle. Not bent. Sculpt is the same as on all the others, with 0 paint. He's got, oh my goodness, one of these that isn't bent. I'm utterly amazed. Beautiful sculpting. And then he's got 2 of the pistols. Beautifully done. Looking at the figure, the head, the helmet is the Phase 1 style arc helmet. Does have a movable rangefinder. Paint detail on the helmet is, it's on point compared to some I've seen. Yeah, the red stripe here is just a little bit off, but the red on the fin itself is nicely done. No additional paint behind this point. You do get a couple of lines here on the side. Behind that, nothing. A double-sided pauldron. Have the ammo pouches glued to this side instead of this side, which is nice. Red stripe runs cleanly down both the shoulder armor and the forearm. Paint on the gauntlets is well done and neat. Could have added maybe a little bit more detailing on this, but so far I'm loving it. The white and the gray where they meet here, a little bit of gray overage, and then missing just a little bit of gray right there under these pouches, but I'm not going to complain too much. Backpack done in black with the gunmetal gray high points on it. That is glued on. Pouches in the back look like these meeting points are painted on a little bit better than up front. A little bit of extra gray back here. Holsters on the side, they are not glued to the comma. The comma is a rather soft rubbery material. Red line painted quite nicely along it. Underneath here, standard clone armor on the thighs, knee pads, and then the arc leg armor down below. Articulation wise, the head looks up only so far as eye level, but it does look down pretty good. No tilt, but rotation. As with the Echo that I have, because of the pauldrons being glued in place, you cannot get this piece up over the armor and under the pauldron. So coming out, you only get very limited out. There is a very generous butterfly joint on this figure. If only it could come up higher. Man, that would really be nice. Yeah, this piece here, it attaches to the comma and it's glued to the chest. Looks like it's glued a little bit crooked. You can see it's wider over on this side than over here. You get some underage here that isn't on that side. And if you look up at the collar, you can see where the whole thing's just kind of shifted. It also comes down onto the backpack that is glued in place. So you got single jointed pinless elbow, but you have this rubber elbow pad piece that if you lift too high, you'll snap. Comes to 90, rotates at the elbow. Hands rotate. Vertical hinge on the right hand. Horizontal on the left. And there is no trigger finger on the left. Anyways, there was no trigger finger on the left. Got a ball joint here at the torso, allows for that much forward, that much back, some good tilt, and rotation. The leg, if you twist the thigh as you lift it, will come up that high. Coming out, because of the comma, you can only get out that far. There is a thigh cup for rotation hidden under the armor. Single jointed pinless knee. Once again, rubber strapping, so be mindful. Comes up to 90. Rotates. There is no boot cut. Foot hinges back that far. Forward this far. Front facing pin for rocker. So now the question becomes, how do I want to display this guy? Okay, there's supposed to be some sort of... No, there is no bicep cut on this guy either. Well, shoot. So I'm going to display him with a pistol in this hand. And a pistol in this hand like he was packaged. Oh, look at that. Dual trigger fingers. And all it took was a little snip. So there we have him. So what do you say we take a moment and get him up on the shelf? Fitting that he's going to be right next to Clone Commando, Delta Squad, and Umber Arc Trooper. Well, there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.